Welcome to episode 3 of cleaning up this old Steyr M95 carbine. In this episode, we're going to be touching up the metal parts. We're going to start with all the small pieces and then move on to the barrel and get that cleaned up. I went ahead and disassembled the magazine. There's not much to them. I will show reassembly. I'll start by filling up the bucket with some hot water. I'm not going to dump this whole tub because it has all the small screws and pieces. We'll start with these. And all I do is grab a brush, start soaking it, and just start brushing. Hot soapy water and a brush is the easiest way to clean these old rifles. I used to take bore cleaner and patches and go over every little bit, try and scrape it out with a brush dry, but this is it. This is the best way to do it. And here are all the small pieces finished. They're cleaned, some of them dry already. They came out pretty well. As you can see though, most of them lightened up quite a bit. Ones like the magazine, you can already see the rust forming. Butt plate, same thing. But we have our trigger, barrel bands, sling, swivel, various magazines, springs, and parts. But that's pretty much it for all the small parts. Next is the screws. These I am very careful with because they're such small pieces. I'm not going to worry about brushing them really well or getting them perfect. I probably won't even blue them. Just run them under some hot water, soap with my fingers, and that ought to be more than enough to get them clean. Now that all of our small parts are done being cleaned, our next step will be the bolt and the barrel and receiver. That will probably take the longest, so we'll start with the bolt. We will wash the bolt like every other piece. Start by getting some hot water. The last piece that we have to do is our barrel and action. These, it's very nice to have a deep sink like this to do it in, but it's going to be done exactly like everything else. Get it wet, hot, soapy, you got to clean up nice. And here we have the pretty much finished product. It lightened up quite a bit. I can still feel some spots that feel like they have some oil on them that might need to be taken care of with the brake cleaner before I try and blue anything. But overall, came out pretty well. So, I would say that is a success. In the next episode, we will prep this for bluing by completely degreasing it with the brake cleaner and then rubbing it down with the bluing solution. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next part.